get us started? Okay.
Repeat it. She didn't know.
Means it's the hour 9 o'clock. We'll call this meeting to order and have roll call.
Hess.
Here.
Bobbitt.
Here.
Wright.
Here. Cindy, would you... Yeah, Cindy, would you lead us in a word of prayer, please?
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us all to arrive safely. We pray that you will be with us all as decisions are made, and we pray that all local and state and federal government agencies will do the right thing and do what's best for the citizens. We pray for all those who have no one to pray for. We pray for the safety for all our workers and for all those traveling this day. And thank you for giving us your Son. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Cindy Bobbitt, would you lead us in the flag salute, please?
Salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I acknowledge that the agenda was properly posted in accordance to the Open Meeting Act.
Okay. Consider possible action on the minutes for March 25th, 2019.
I guess we need to roll call. So we have Jones.
Here.
Brabender.
Here.
Lamb. Absent. I acknowledge that the agenda was properly posted in accordance to the Open Meeting Act. So we have a motion to approve or review the minutes of the March 4th meeting, the excise equalization board.
Jerry, since I wasn't here, would you make that motion to approve our minutes?
I certainly will. Okay, here's the minutes.
I'll second.
Brabender moved, Jones seconded to approve the minutes as presented. All in favor, Jones.
Aye.
Brabender.
Aye.
Lamb.
Either one of you see any changes?
I have a question on our health deal. Did we get the right one on there? Is it Diamond Choice that we
Yes, I
okay.
went back and looked on
Okay.
and it's diamond, because there's diamond preferred and diamond
You know,
choice.
when we looked at that, there was only one diamond, or what? Well, no, there was on the paper. It didn't do it, but Dana McElwee called me because she thought we chose the lesser, and I said no, we wanted to go back exactly, and I'm confused. So it is choice. Okay,
which
thank
is the
you.
higher one, which was like
Yeah.
6 something or what.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Yeah, I
that-
verified that with
okay,
Alex, and then I
okay.
went back and looked on the sheet, and it was.
Okay, great. That's. I just wanted to confirm that was right. If no other corrections or additions, I'd make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes. All in favor?
Hess.
Aye.
Bobbitt.
Aye.
Wright.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item 6, comments from the public on the below agenda items.
Everybody signed in.
I don't have any comments.
Nobody signed in, so. Item 7A, monthly appropriations.
I kind of did jump backwards. If you have
The calculator warmed up.
appropriations, or if you want to go ahead and do the transfer to that
Might as well.
one. Do the transfers, or you want to go ahead and do the, since they're, well,
Sure.
that way you could go ahead and do them.
So moved.
Merry Christmas.
I guess we don't need to do that, because actually I had a mess.
Oh, they're right.
Yeah, they're, so, I did. And then here's the two for today, so. Let's see. I had typed that correctly, and then I was thinking it was 3,000, but it was really 300, so I had to push it to 300. I had it right, but I didn't think I had it right, but I really did.
You had it right, but didn't know you had it
Yes,
right.
exactly. So that was my, so that one looks like a cartoon. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there's that.
I'm just, yeah. Now that one was different, 'cause that was different, not because I thought it was. That's just the supporting documentation. And those are the ones on Vermont where, as we pay them, we just transfer the correct amount. Yeah, yeah.
Not adding.
And that one is,
It's the same.
no, this is for, let's see. Yep, M&O to capital outlay for the purchase of gas detectors, but then they'll get reimbursed from DEQ.
Oh,
But you have to pay for them, and then, so we're transferring out of M&O into their capital outlay.
now who signs this?
Maxwell.
Max. Okay.
And that is, taken out M&O, so it shouldn't go, take it out of capital outlay.
Action, basically. Nice correction.
I can't quite follow that one. Can you tell me what we're doing on that one? I can't get them to balance.
Huh. Can you come in for this? Yeah. Right, yeah. Well.
That one's off a penny.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh, wrong way.
Oh, this one works.
Are you sure?
Adding up to what?
That's what she wants to know, I think. I think she wants to know how did you
That one
write
should
the
work
figure
anymore,
came
shouldn't it?
up with?
Yeah.
Well, it's not all of this is appropriated. In fact, most of this is taxes.
Yeah, these aren't, not everything is
So
appropriate.
how do you know what figure?
Yeah, so I need to know what you're appropriating. Is it what you've highlighted in yellow?
Yes.
Okay, what?
Highlighted in yellow
Okay,
is what
that
I
doesn't
know
add
is
up.
appropriate.
What's highlighted in yellow and what's on your page don't add up. They don't balance.
On the subcategories?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those don't balance. Oops. It was off like, I don't remember, $271 or something.
Well, yeah, because sorry, I didn't put this on here. This is what you said. That's fine. Because, this is all. This is 276.4.
Yeah, those. We're gonna have to slide them down.
We need
somehow.
a conveyor belt right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, your paper pusher isn't here.
So does that add up to this 5, 16, 45?
Oh, excuse me.
And then this was off of Penny. Is it okay to round that up?
Yes, as long as you do that. Yeah, fine on it. Okay. And that, I highlighted that for my information. That's not appropriated.
Okay.
So I have to write that out of the cities and school
Okay,
checks.
gotcha. So it should be those right there.
Yes.
Let's see if that is.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
work.
Scooby Doo.
Is there some reason we're putting the Pond Creek ambulance and the Pond Creek Fire Department together on their sales tax on this one? They're getting, you know, 1/12 each, but it's both the 1/12 going into the ambulance service.
Let me see it. It's been, you know, bright.
See that? That's the 1/12 that's going with.
What's going on?
Well,
Okay.
see their 1/12 is 27.97.97, and you take that times 2, and that's 55, whatever that is.
Well, we have ambulance service right here for 27.84, and that's what that one is.
But the Oklahoma Tax Commission is 55.95, and it should be on the 27, should be the 27.97.98.
Are you talking about the splits, or are you talking about this?
Well, okay, the split's the split is 27, right, the split is 27, 1/12 is 27.97.97, so each one gets that. But if you take that times 2, that is 55.95.96, you're giving them 1/6.
I'm not giving Pond Creek, I'm giving the ambulance service, which includes Pond Creek and, Medford, sorry.
They don't keep split books, they're putting them in their, they don't have a Pond Creek ambulance and
Some accounts are split, yes.
Okay.
But, remember when we did the fire departments, all the fire departments are one sum, and all the ambulance is one sum. We have sub-accounts, we have
But we
to the parent account.
we had a split, every one of the fire departments came through separately.
Well, I'd like to see that.
I mean, in that, those fire departments, did we just do the fire departments?
And was there?
Well, I didn't see a Medford ambulance come through separate.
Well, it's with the Pond Creek and Medford are together.
Okay. Well,
It's one thing, it's an ambulance service.
Maybe I'll look at.
well, Pond Creek and Medford ambulance could be together, and then all the fire departments
Were
could
they
be
all?
together.
Were they all?
Because the free fare comes through separate.
That's correct. That's correct.
There, yeah,
Right.
there's the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here. What is this one? Here it is. Here it is. Okay, I hadn't seen it
I was
yet.
gonna say,
Okay, I'm sorry. I hadn't seen it yet. Okay.
And they're gonna reimburse us after we get this, Cindy.
That's my understanding, is that, Brandon said we have to pay for the radios and then DEQ, there's a DEQ grant that will reimburse us.
Yeah, we have to pay for it first and then they reimburse us
Yes,
for that, so.
that's what he's.
For the gas detector.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the gas.
Yeah.
I said radio.
Cindy, you ought to sign down here too,
Once we approve, once it's approved.
once it's approved.
I move to approve the monthly appropriations.
Okay, it's been moved. And I'll second. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbit,
Aye.
White,
Aye. D, transfers of appropriations.
No.
We have two here.
that was Cindy.
Cindy.
Oh, we took that out of M&O instead of out of capital outlay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is for LAPC moving $3,000 from $6,210.91, move $3,000 down to capital outlay for the purchase of these gas detectors, which will be reimbursed whenever we get an invoice to turn into the LAPC.
Okay, this is the other one.
Okay. And the other one is taking $47.25 out of your capital outlay and moving it to M&O. Entertain a motion to approve.
This one was for what? This gas
Detectors.
Where are we going to put those at?
It's gonna be for Brandon to place around the cap. Excuse me. He'll have one, and then he's got a couple others that he's gonna put to departments. And as he gets these grants, he can only buy so many of them this
So
year.
he's going to. I mean, you stick them in there and leave them. You don't just go stick it there and read it and then take it with you, right?
No, you
so where's he going to
leave
put
it.
them?
He's gonna give it to certain departments. in
But he
the
hasn't
county.
said where.
But he hasn't said where.
Well, it probably needs to go through you to find out that.
Yeah, he's talked to me about it, and I
Okay.
said, yeah, we'd work that out if you wanted to go ahead and apply for him.
Okay, I'd move to approve the transfer of appropriations.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbit,
Aye.
White.
Aye.
That must go.
Or does that go to something else?
I think there's no signatures. Yeah, I'll look at it. I think it probably, because there's nothing in that sign, it's on, where we can get this stuff. I don't know if it goes with this or his, if she gives me the work.
Where does this go back?
So,
Yeah.
on the select board, on the transfer of appropriation, so Broadbander moved and Jones seconded to approve those, but I don't think we did a roll call. So Jones,
Yes.
Broadbander, motion carries. Okay, do we have a motion to approve the monthly appropriations?
So moved.
Second.
Broadbander moved, Jones seconded to approve the monthly appropriations. All in favor, Jones?
Aye.
Broadbander?
Aye.
And absent.
Purchase orders and travel claims review.
These are not appropriated accounts. And on the motor vehicle stuff, you have a separate. that they
What's
sign.
Stephen in here
You have
for?
separate. on-
Well, I imagine it's for
Oh,
this
okay.
item 8.
Yeah,
Do we want to skip down to that? Or?
There's somebody coming in here that
Oh, for that, to be here for
Well,
that.
But I do
Amanda
have.
Kerr was going to come.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I told her this morning, I said, you know, if you're here by 9:45 and 10 o'clock, you'll be fine. So,
Okay. All right. I'd make a motion to review payment of purchase orders and travel claims.
I'll second.
okay, it's been moved and seconded to review purchase orders and travel claims. All in favor?
Hess.
Aye.
Bobbit. Fight.
Aye.
Very good.
You might tell Stephen.
Stephen, are you in here for item H, the April application recommendation for the board?
I'm here. It's my understanding they're going to be closing the DHS office. And I want to be heard on that.
Okay, that's item I. So I thought maybe you might be here, and Amanda Kerr called me this morning, and she was going to be present for that item H, and I thought that was probably what you was here for. So
I can be here for that as well.
okay,
So on the excise board, do we have a motion to approve the alcoholic
What time are we
beverage
supposed to
tax
open those?
down?
9:30.
It is 9:30.
Okay, beans at the hour.
Favor Jones. Bob Member. Motion carried. And here's some, I'm sorry, here's the mortgage certification fee, $35. Sorry. $35.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
don't know.
Well, they're just gonna.
Certification fee. Need a second?
Second.
All in favor? Jones. Bender. Motion carried. Robin, I think we have no more business for the excise board, so we go on to equalization board. We have item number 6, 5-year exemption to approve or disapprove for Grant County, or Grant Plains Wind LLC XM3, Grant Winds LLC XM3, and Chisholm View Wind Project 2 LLC XM3.
What XM3 means is they're all on their 3rd year of the 5-year exemption given through the state. And they send us this paperwork every year so we can approve and disapprove. And that's basically what all this
So they're
is.
into 3 years,
They're into 3 years.
so it's a yearly deal that we have to
Yeah.
approve or disapprove.
Yes, sir, for 5 years. And like she said, there's Grant Plains Wind on their 3rd year, Grant Wind on their 3rd year, and Chisholm View Wind Project, the 2nd phase, their 3rd year as well.
Okay. Do we hear a motion? Okay, we got a motion to approve. Second.
All in favor? Jones.
Aye.
Bender. Lamb. Who's absent? Motion carries. Is there any new business? None? Nothing else. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Maybe I'll have a second.
Yeah. All in favor, Jones.
Aye.
And Broadband. Lamb absent, motion carries. 9:31. Thank you, gentlemen. And we did, let's see, we did the sign copy in a minute, so we're good there. Have a great day. Have a good week.
Thank you
If we
guys
don't see you, happy Easter.
very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Do they sign them?
Well, I didn't see a signature spot.
Oh, I
I
guess
thought
we
there
just-
was.
But there's not,
I
is
thought there
there?
was for the chair. But apparently not.
Or was it one person? Or was it?
C, we're supposed to see you.
Yeah, it looks like it's just,
No,
yeah.
Secretary of the County.
Yeah, see,
So-
that's what I thought they signed there, but that's you.
Oh, that's us?
No, it's
Oh.
the clerk.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so, all right, if we need
We just
anything,
need to
I
make-
know where to find you. I'll call you and hunt you down.
Maybe.
Yeah, Jerry, when I first started, Jerry, I had to meet up with Jerry one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We met at the school.
More than one. Thank you.
And then I'll scan these in and I'll get them back to you, okay? If that's
thank
okay.
you. Yep, that's fine.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Ray. Bye-bye.
Being there at 9:30, I'd make a motion that we move down to item E and open the bids that are due to be opened at 9:30.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbitt,
Aye.
Bite.
Aye.
At 9:30. Okay.
And here's what we have,
Okay.
a letter of,
Blanchett. Thank you for a recent request on behalf of Holly Fire Department. At this time, we are not submitting a bid for this unit. Please keep us in mind for the future. So, item E is Blanchett, no bid. And the next one is Potter Edition Volunteer Fire Department. Yeah, that's what it is. For a 2003 rescue truck. It's got the VIN number. It's a 2003 International. 700 series, 4-door. Scene lights, generator, hydraulic connection on winch or for the front bumper, 200-foot hydraulic hose reels, 250 electric cord reels with cords, scene lights, air conditioning, emergency lights, automatic transmission, 6,800 miles on it.
6,800?
6,800 miles.
Wow, on a 2003?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a 7400 series SFA 4x4.
Wonder why they're getting rid of that.
Huh?
Wonder why they're getting rid of that.
I don't know. Unless it's somebody that's traded it in to these people and they got it for resale, you know.
Yeah.
This group, Potter Edition. Price, no shipping, as is, where is, air brakes, 330 horse motor. I haven't seen how much it is yet.
It's free.
Evidently it is. Well, right here, It's listed in the specifications. Is the only place I see, and it says price $100,000.
I got ya.
I mean, I looked all through this, and I never seen anywhere where it.
Well, what would a new one cost? I mean, I have no idea.
Oh, it'd cost probably $250,000, I would say. A new rescue truck like that.
Does it have any warranty? I mean, I guess it's too old, but for only that many miles, of course, might mean the truck has only that many miles. I wonder if the bed and all that stuff, how old it is. You know, maybe they have it on different beds and keep moving it. I don't know.
I don't know either.
So, I guess those are the things that they can find out.
Yeah.
So we have any other bids, or is it just those two?
They got a list in here that who they sent it to. J&J Customs, Blanchett Manufacturing, and Potter Additional Volunteer Fire Department. That's out of Ohio.
I wonder how it's going to get there. No shipping, as is, where is. So they'll have to go pick it up.
Evidently they will.
It's got an Allison automatic transmission.
Oh, yeah, sure does. Let you look at that. Here's it.
But they didn't send any pictures or anything with it, did they?
Nope, I didn't see any. Oh my. No.
It's been motorized.
But they motorized it.
It didn't sign it. Is that a legal bid?
Yeah. This page here is notarized but not signed by. Stephen, we got a question for you. We have a bid here that is notarized by the
Notary.
And Sean M. Smith, the president, has not signed it.
None of them.
Neither page. That's a no-no then.
That's not a complete bid. I mean, right? We can't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Affidavit and.
Yeah, the affidavit, nothing's signed. There's three.
And see, it looks like they're almost saying that their stamp is their signature.
Well, it's underneath the line, though.
Yeah, it's underneath the line on every one.
Yeah.
And
That's
not
not going to be a valid signature.
okay.
Not a valid bid. Not a valid bid.
Alrighty.
So, I mean, it sounds like they just need to contact them and say,
It's got submitted by, and he
Yeah.
signed that proposal here,
But nothing else.
but nothing else. So, will they have to go out on bids
yeah,
again?
they have to go back out on bids again. Rebid it.
Okay.
Contact them and say, this is what's wrong with your bid,
Okay.
and send it back out for bids again.
So we need a motion to not. We have no valid bids. So let the records. Or we have a motion to. We need to make a motion to not accept them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably just need to table it.
But if we table it, it has to come back in. It would be the wrong. It wouldn't be the
Yeah,
same
just-
bid number.
Yeah.
So no action. We just say.
Yeah.
So no action due to it being no valid bids received. Okay.
Okay, we need a motion to, I guess, we just take no action? Or we need a motion to take no action?
Yeah, motion to take that.
Okay, I make a motion to take no action due to there's no, one bid is no bid and the other bid is not valid.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved and been seconded. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbit,
Aye.
Wright.
Aye.
Okay, we'll have to get a hold of them and let them know.
Do we move down to that other one? So
Yeah,
we
why
can-
don't we go ahead and go down to,
I'd make a motion to move down to item I at this time. And it's,
down to item I for
942.
Oklahoma Department of, well, we need a second.
I'll second.
Okay. Cindy made a motion, Dean seconded. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbit,
Aye.
Wright.
Aye.
Okay, down to item I, Oklahoma Department of Human Services letter of vacating the property leased at 112 East Guthrie, room 303, Medford, Oklahoma, as of May 31st, 2019. Dear Commissioners, in accordance with the service agreement, this letter is to notify you that the Department of Human Services staff will vacate the property leased at 112 East Guthrie, room 303, Medford, Oklahoma, on or before May 31st, 2019. Rental payments will cease on that date. DHS appreciates the space you have provided to our staff, and it has been our pleasure doing business with you. If you have any questions regarding this matter, feel free to contact Danita McClure, Senior Project Manager at 405-272-4195.
Are they current on their rental?
Honestly, I don't know, but I'll check.
Yeah, make sure
And
make sure they're current on that. And it's my understanding this has nothing to do with the move. They were only open. They had closed it down at one time, just kind of kept it as an office, and then they were doing it like once a week, and it has nothing to do with the renovations because they're doing everything online. I just didn't want people to think that they were moving, stopping because they have no desire to come back into our building once our renovation is over. So.
Stephen, you was here then.
Yeah. Since that space is now available, it's my understanding that I guess the election board is asking to have that space for their office. The other one, I guess, is Dina Killian has asked for that space to be used as a jury room. Our office on the second floor is limited. We really need more space for files, and we would ask that our office be considered, that when the renovations are complete, that we move back into that space. I don't know what renovations are planned for that space during courthouse construction, but that space would be significantly larger than the space we have, and then our office would then be available to the election board.
Or to whomever.
Or to whoever, yeah.
I know in the renovation there was great concern in your office because we're trying to make a secure wall there and pushing that back into your room, and we were going to have to take the door off and open that all up. As right now, the current DHS already has a wall with a slip-through window. Would that be sufficient?
I think that would be sufficient. I don't know about whether those doors are secure enough.
We might need to look into
You
that.
might need to look at replacing the doors, but I think the walls would be fine.
Since we have not accepted any bids on that, Cindy, when is the bid opening for this renovation?
The 11th.
The 11th. So we'd probably need to do an addendum to that. We probably, if we decided to move his office up there to that, and
Get a hold of Jim Hamlin
and see what we'd need to do. We might need to change our bid if that's what we wanted to do. Yeah, Robin had asked a long time ago if anything ever came up, they would be
Right.
interested. We also don't know what's going to happen on the third floor with the OSU extension, so we've got some other options. But I know in your room, moving it back is pretty significant. What do you guys think? What do you guys think on that?
Well, I just thought after we get the renovations done, of course, we want to be proactive and be ahead of that if we have to do something for doors, but we hadn't made any decisions about what we was going to do office space wise, you know.
Do you think though we need to make that decision to see if we need to change our bid? I mean, I don't know how that all is. I don't remember. I can't remember what we're doing in that office.
Well, if I may, there's not really much going to happen in there except they were going to, I think, redo the bathrooms and stuff.
Yeah, I
maybe.
remember that.
But my thought is if that is going to work, then that would be a considerable cost not having to do the work in the DA's office
Right.
to put in that security door and all that. So if
You'd
you are going
save
to do
on-
that, it would save money by putting,
By moving into that.
so and so my thought is, yes, you would need to decide so you could get that
yeah,
addendum
because
changed out on the
so we
bid.
could tell them, and they got a pre-meeting coming up here
Pretty,
like this week.
yeah.
So if we're going to do something on that, we probably need to make that change so that they can make the change on that. So, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm lost on where you're switching who to what.
Oh, the DHS is currently on the third floor. You know where the extension office is over here?
Yeah.
And they're over here in this deal.
Okay.
It used to, before the DHS was here, it was a jury room for Dina. That's where they had their jury room and had its own bathroom and stuff. So they had that.
So
And it's got, he's on the second floor in this corner, which
Yeah.
is no place to go. I mean,
Uh-huh.
he's just limited. Their file cabinets are limited. The third floor currently has we've partitioned it into like 3 offices actually in a reception area, but it's definitely secure when you come into his office.
It's like
And
a
that's
little waiting
a
area.
little waiting area, and then a glass window.
It's
And-
cut up a little funny
Yeah, it
right now.
is, but that might be. Come on in and sit down. So, but it would allow him to have like a working office, and Roxanne could have a working office, and then he could have a meeting room to meet with people. So, example, we come in to meet with him, it wouldn't be where his files are already open and what he's working on,
Yeah.
and plenty of room to put all his files
Yeah.
and stuff in there.
In my opinion.
Yeah. I think we
Well, and
could,
that'd still be an upgrade for the election board from what
whatever
they
we
had.
decided. I don't think we have to decide that today on the election board
Then
because
the election
No.
board
we
would
just-
go where he's at. No.
Maybe.
we don't know.
Yeah,
Or
but at least-
Dina is also looking for some place to go with her jury room.
Right.
Now they're having to use this, and like when we meet in here, they don't have a jury room. And she says this year, I think has 6 of them, and that's more than ever. But they probably do need some type of a jury room or something. But
Well, if I may, is the law library used for anything, or can it be considered a jury room?
that's not under our jurisdiction. Even though they have their space there, the law library is J.C. Drennan, and I don't remember who all is on that board. And I know they've asked about moving that out because everything's digital, but they do not want to give up their law library. I think the attorneys meet with clients in there as well.
Yeah.
I think we probably need to make a decision on what we're going to do in rooms up there in case we want to do any remodeling to enhance his work area and for whatever. We might have to take a wall out, or might have to change a door or whatever to make it more efficient for you. And I think that'd be a good.
What do you think, man?
Yeah, I was just thinking, you said that was the 11th?
Yeah, I think they're having a pre-bid meeting
On
this.
the 28th, I think, is the pre-bid.
Oh, last week.
Oh, wait, yeah, did they, or let me think, I don't know. Do you have that bid still in your hand? The one, can I see it for a second? I
Is
think
it-
it has the pre-bid information. Too many dates in my head. Yes, March 25th, they already had the pre-bid.
They already had their pre-bid on the 25th.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so we need a motion to move Stephen's office to DHS and make the recommendations to the companies about the changes that we would need to see.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
no, this is, I mean, the letter is on the agenda for vacation. You really probably need to
have a line item.
have this as not, it's not really new business. It needs to be on the agenda as an item for moving the space, so
Well,
that
we've got
way
the
the
eight.
election board and everybody is here. So you might want to just have maybe a special meeting.
We're meeting Thursday for
Thursday.
for our payroll meeting. We can do it then.
Do it then.
Okay.
Okay.
Do it Thursday. Well, I'd make a motion to accept the letter to vacate the property from DHS effective May 31st.
I'll second.
been moved and it's been seconded. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbit,
Aye.
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 And put that on our...
And then put that on for Thursday and contact the election board secretary and
Dina's office.
Dina.
and-
Yeah. Okay. Beans, we're down there at item I. Let's go back up to item H. Amanda Kerr's here to represent the Bad Donkey Bar, and this was able application and recommendation for the BOCC was brought down to us by Stephen, and it's a letter that we have done before for other bars, the way I understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they send that to my office. I don't have any authority, so to approve or not approve. But yeah, I don't have any opinion as to whether to approve or not to approve.
I've received them also.
You get one too, Scott. Okay.
New laws.
And we're supposed to...
Okay, it says city or county official, you know, and vice president, and yeah.
So whoever, the people that's supposed to approve it doesn't get it and everybody else does.
I know, because it doesn't come to, Stephen
Makes
always
perfect
brings it down
sense.
to me. Yeah, Desi doesn't get it and I don't get it.
No.
so-
This all changed once the new liquor laws changed.
So what do we just need to...
We just
need to
Recommend, it's
Recommend.
either recommend or
Yeah.
deny.
Okay.
recommend or deny.
Recommend, what are we recommending? The
Just that they have
That
a
they,
bar.
that they
We'll open it.
will,
Application.
will give them their licensing.
Okay.
We don't have any
It's got
reason to
liability
deny their
insurance.
license, their alcohol
And
license.
Drew Kerr is the owner. Drew and John.
Okay. So we just need to make it,
Yeah.
recommend the application.
Yep.
Okay, I'd make a motion to recommend the application for the Bad Donkey Bar LLC in Manchester through their ABLE application. For their ABLE application.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and it's been seconded. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbit,
Aye.
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 Motion carried.
Can you make me a copy? Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I can send you a copy.
Okay, okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, do we want to go on up to G and then up to F and then back down to J?
No,
All
let's
right, now,
continue.
come on now.
I'd move we continue with reviewing the payment of purchase order. Move back to C where we are
Okay.
working. I'd make a motion to turn back to C where we are currently still reviewing payment of
Were we
purchase orders.
supposed to check grant or deny?
Oh yeah, Grant. Yeah, let her fill it out if you want to. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Grant. You can mark Grant
At what?
at
9.
it is 9:56.
Okay, Cindy made the motion. I'll second that. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbit,
Aye.
Aye.
separate agreement.
Yes, separate,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
separate. That's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Hello, can you have one of the boys come in with their notary? Thank you. Bye.
That's the end of that one. That's a separate one.
I got it right here. Okay. It's the able commission thing. I don't know why, but they have it as a notary, so
That's the last of that folder.
Oh, that's funny. Here's the Northwest Oklahoma Alliance, 11/24 of 18, and we got 3/26 to 19. So here we are talking about not getting invited to the deal.
That's interesting, Max.
That's what I thought.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I got one more here, and I'll give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, in your bag, yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I sent that motion to Stephen, but did he just need to look? I mean, Did he need it?
Did he bring it back to you?
No. I mean, I have it, but
I don't remember seeing are they contracts? If they're contracts, or did,
I can't remember either. I kind of looked at them and then...
yeah, it's been a while since I looked at them. We got to change our option. Yeah, here's a contract. Yeah, this is a contract. Yeah, it's contract. I mean, it's a change in our contract, so yeah, he'll have to. As to form only, I know.
Yeah. Hi, it's Cindy. I'm still in the meeting. On the nationwide, did you have a chance to look at those? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just put them back on the agenda next week. Okay.
We gotta have them. We gotta have them next week. I mean,
we have to have them next week, so we'll have to put them on Thursday's agenda if you can. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess we got a little bit of time, but
on Thursdays.
yeah, let's try to get that done. We don't need to. one for that phone. No, I got another one.
Okay.
Yeah. But I see.
I'll get a refill.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the last one for that folder. One for that folder. last one for that folder. Those two go in that folder,
Oh, okay.
and that's the last of them. That's all of those. Yay, my trucks are paid off.
Yeah, I seen that. That's good.
Seems like I get something else paid off in May too. Can't remember what it is.
That's good.
That's the last of those.
Hmm?
That's the last of those in
Oh,
that folder.
okay. Thank you.
That's the last of that folder. The last one for that one.
Cindy, are they supposed to have the blanket stamps on it?
approve their lease payments, it looks like.
Okay. They was just in here with all
Yeah.
these blankets. Okay.
Does she usually have the supporting stuff with it? On
Yeah, we usually do, don't we? On the payments.
Oh yeah.
It usually
Yeah.
has the tickets
Yeah,
with it.
yeah, it's got to have the
Okay, let me
backup
best
got to
see
have the
if
backup
they were-
paperwork.
I think they got mixed in.
I
with
think
the
you're
others.
right.
Oh, you know what? These are all sheriffs. Never mind. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. I'm like, I just realized, I'm like, uh-oh, those aren't even duplicate. Hello. There were 3 POs that were kind of intermingled with the blankets, and it looks like the monthly payments on the lease.
Is there a special reason?
Do you
for
need
this?
those back,
You
or do
need the
those need to go
sign there.
through?
Oh, okay.
They ran out of the sign here. I'm
Oh, that's
guessing.
okay.
I just
All
wanted to
right.
make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you. Bye. I didn't mean to put them in there.
Mhm. That's all. You can have her come pick those up then. Oh goody, let the fun times begin.
Yes, it is.
Videos are just about ready. Thank you, bye-bye.
I would move to approve the payment of purchase orders and travel claims.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbit,
Aye.
Bite.
Alright. This one.
Those are blankets.
Yeah, these are blankets.
These are all
These are
blankets.
all blankets.
The first stage of the blankets.
This here was POs.
Those are all
Uh-huh.
POs.
POs and blankets.
Well, they're blankets that have been closed
Yeah,
out.
well,
These
they're
are
all
blankets. These are just
Closed.
blankets that have
They're
been
closed
closed.
Closed out,
Yeah,
ready
okay.
for paying.
yeah.
And these here are blankets that are getting ready to.
Right.
Okay.
They're the beginning of the month blankets, so then they can, and then once the end of the month, then you close them
Oh,
out
sorry.
and pay them.
Didn't mean to.
That's all right. So instead of having to get a PO every time you
Yeah.
go to the,
I
yeah,
just need to kind of keep
Yeah.
them separate.
yeah.
I know when I first started, it was just a lot to absorb, trying to understand, trying to get it all straight in my head.
Can I have this?
Yes, you may.
Did I? Let's see. Did I? If I might have missed. No, those are. This must have started these. You didn't sign anything next.
Aye. Guess what? You was here this time.
Sorry.
I entertain a motion to approve blanket purchase orders.
I so moved to approve blanket purchase orders.
Okay.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve blanket purchase orders. All in favor?
Hess.
Aye.
Bobbit.
Aye.
Vite.
Aye.
Motion carried. Now we go down to item G, the nationwide plans.
Actually F, isn't it?
Mine
Maybe.
says,
Oh, I'm looking at my little sheet, and sometimes my alphabet gets off
Oh.
when I do that. So.
okay.
Oh, we didn't do F yet.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're right. We need
That,
F.
that is
Proclamation.
exactly right. Proclamation, you're right. You're right. Proclamation Resolution 2019-21 designating April 2019 as County Government Month, connecting the unconnected.
I move to approve the proclamation.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Hess.
Aye.
Bobbit.
Aye.
Vite.
Aye.
Now that brings us down to item G. Nationwide plans, 401A and 457B for Grant County.
I have taken those up to Stephen, and he just stated he has not looked at those yet. He's ready to get to those before Thursday.
I've got some
Oh.
information on that I can just share with you.
Okay.
But
Okay.
let me finish signing this
Okay.
stuff.
We'll see about putting that on for Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
These are your blankets, so you'll need to make sure you sign at the top.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Oh, it's over here, Max, on the other side.
Is it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You want some coffee?
No, this will be fine. Just a little dry today.
How's your dad? Hanging in there.
Very short of breath, but he's still hanging in there. I'm taking him back to the doctor tomorrow. So he was real short of breath yesterday.
My biggest fears is
Can't breathe. Yeah. They wanted to put him in the hospital, but he said no.
He's a stubborn old man.
He is. He is.
But a tough one too, it sounds like.
Yeah, I always thought it was as tough as he is.
Aye.
Gary. Okay. Dean's still signing, isn't he?
Signing and stamping. Okay.
Okay, brings us down to item G, nationwide plans, and we'll put that back on for Thursday. Hope Stephen can get that back down to us. But Cindy, you have some information?
Yes, I talked to down there at the ACO meeting. There was Stan was down there, the Stan Clark, and then Gary Russell is going to be our new program director. The John that was here, he got transferred to Kentucky. So Greg is from Alabama, and he will be servicing us. And I attend.
Is it Greg or Gary? I wrote down Gary.
Greg. There's a Greg Russell that is replacing John.
Greg Russell. Okay.
Greg Russell.
Okay.
And then Clark.
Stan
Clark was
Still
there.
are.
He's still a retirement specialist, but this Greg will be our guy that's going to contact us, and he'll come up and visit with us again here. I told him to wait just a little bit to go over what we have.
Okay.
The changes on those, there's 3 options. There's option 1 that will go down 0.5% each year for 5 years till it gets to 0.5%. That would be the guaranteed. Doesn't mean that's what you're going to get. Like, it's going to be so many basis points over whatever the national average is, or what your guaranteed is. Option 2, and I can't remember what option 2 was. What was option 2? But it wasn't even a. I don't even know why they offered. Yeah, they're the same. They're exactly the same. The option 2 is increase. Oh, so you'd have to increase if you right now you can invest as little as 20% into each fund, or however you want to divide it up. Option 2 would be to increase it. It would have to be 40%, so you can't divide your money up as much, and that's not a very good option, I don't think. And then option 3 is to the ones that are already in the plan. It would guarantee their interest rates higher. It would never go below, I can't remember what he said, I think 2.5%. Where is it? To option 3, here it is. Option 3 is 1 point. It'd be 1.2. It would never go down to that 1 or that 0.5%. That would be option 3. Option 1 and option 3 are the same, except that option 3 keeps the people that are already in the plan at a higher interest rates. All your new ones would come in under the lower rates. So I think really option 3 is it's a default option. I think it's probably your best option to take, but because it's just on your guaranteed minimum interest rate is what it is. So, but we'll have to wait for Stephen to review the contract. There is no other change in the contract other than the guaranteed interest rate. I also had a breakout session and attended it on that. Talking about that, different things on on your retirement plan and how important it is to have those kind of deal. And our bill is moving forward. It came out of the House and it's on the flip side on the Senate. We're hoping to get that heard. It came out of committee. We're right now, as you know, each county can only put in a maximum of $50 matching on those deferred comp. And I've tried 3 years running that, and this year we're going to remove that cap, which allows each county, based on their budget. It's a good way to give raises, but it's also not cash in their pocket, so that if something happened and you had to lower your contribution amount, something really bad happened in your budget, it's not like you're taking money back away from them, because it goes into their retirement plan. So we'll have to wait till we hear from Stephen, but that's just the information I wanted to share with you.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Kind of along that same line, Nationwide and American Fidelity. And I talked to the American Fidelity people also, and they're interested in coming up. Cindy, I told them to get a hold of you in April.
Actually, they came up.
Oh, they came up.
Yeah.
Let's discuss that under comments, because it's not on the agenda.
All right, thank you.
Okay, down to item J. ODOT Form 324A for project concerning for attention Cotton Road over Wild Horse Creek. JP 28-416-04 in the hole for services ending 2/28/19. And this was dated 3/22/19 instead of
Well, or send it
Pinnacle. And
that's on our right-of-way acquisition,
yes.
right? So, well, how much they got there? They've got 100% of the titles done, so that's what they want.
then that's $800.
And then they'll bill us
For these others later, I guess.
Yeah, $2,900. $3,500 total is what that's going to cost.
How much?
$3,500.
$3,500.
You add that up.
And that's in District 3.
Yeah.
They want $800.
And that's on just 2 parcels.
Yeah.
It's pretty pricey.
Yeah, it gives the parcels 1 and 2, $400 each. So they want $800.
And is that coming out of our CERB, or is that coming out of your cash?
That's coming out of
CERB, okay.
When Donnie talked to me, he said that was set aside already to cover that. So the way I understood it, that's why I went ahead and did it.
Mm.
Then afterwards, I talked to y'all, and you said, "Well, you usually go do all that stuff yourself." And
Yeah.
yeah.
It saves the program overall. If everybody paid to go get parcels, it spends money out of the program, which means it doesn't go on the road.
Like I said, that was out of ignorance on my part.
Yeah, that no.
Well, Donnie probably thought you was new. To
Yeah,
that too,
yeah, and
so-
since you weren't, in the office at that time, so.
Yeah, like I says,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I just thought it was the best way to go. He thought it was the best way to go, and so that's what we did.
Get it done.
I didn't realize the simplicity of it at the time,
Well,
or that we did it.
sometimes in the past it's been where we couldn't, landowner wouldn't deal with a commissioner or something, and then you go through this other company, and that's third party, so
Yeah.
it can't relate back to one of the commissioners.
Yeah,
And
I think Donnie had best interest at heart.
okay.
I felt when he talked to me and explained it to me, I thought he did, and yeah.
Okay, so you make a recommendation or a motion?
On J, making a motion to accept the ODOT Form 324A for project at Cotton Road over Wild Horse Creek -JP 28416 in the hole 04 for services ending 2/28/19.
Second.
And it's been moved and it's been seconded. All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Bobbit.
Aye.
Right.
Aye.
I don't see.
Yeah, you signed that second, no, one more page over.
One more?
Yeah, right here.
Gotcha.
I think we're
Claimant.
claimant, and then we all three sign over here, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Here's the rest of the paperwork.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Brings us down to item K.
Which
Comp data policies and procedures.
I've taken that up to Stephen, but he hasn't gotten
Oh,
it back
okay.
to me.
Oh.
And also, I have, for District 2, I have who, when we get to that point, I have their sign-up sheet, but I haven't gotten one for District 1 or District 3.
And if I'm correct, Cindy, refresh my memory, the cards stay with the vehicle, not the
Right,
people.
and then the people have
Yeah.
a PIN number.
Right.
And it does state that in this
Okay.
policy,
Right.
that,
Okay.
that the card will stay with the vehicle.
Vehicle, that's what I thought,
And then
yeah.
you're responsible
for
for
the,
your PIN and then putting in the information pertaining to the transaction.
Okay.
Okay. And,
So, okay, go ahead.
oh, you go ahead.
Oh, I just gonna say I need to probably review mine, make sure we
Sure.
got all my vehicles that I need.
Yeah, okay.
It's like
I'll email it to
I've got
you.
two guys going to Guyman today for training out there, and they're not going to be able to make it back on fuel. So okay. Okay, but then that's the employees' names. Then
Right.
I need to add vehicles.
there's
Oh,
the-
gotcha,
okay,
gotcha,
there's the
gotcha. The vehicles.
So here's one for you.
Okay, got ya.
And if we can change those at any time. It's just
Okay, my question is you got policies and procedures, and when I read down through there, I didn't see anything about tire repair.
it says something about
Merchant
maintenance.
issued by wait.
Let's see, under. I thought I changed that kind of.
Okay,
And authorized
maybe-
other authorized purchases 6.6.
Gotcha.
Purchase
Gotcha.
fuel and other authorized purchases.
And
for
then
the
up
town.
in that first one too, ComDOT, it can be used for the purchase of maintenance and purchase of parts for the specific vehicle if authorized by the Grant County Board of Commissioners.
Okay, gotcha.
I
That's
added
what.
the
Yeah.
first copy didn't have
Okay.
it in there,
Okay.
so you're right. The first
Well, I
copy,
sent that to you and stuff, and I
Yeah.
didn't know whether you got that
yeah,
or not.
yeah.
But,
So I
okay,
hope the
that's
wording
great.
on that
That's
is okay
great.
on how I can change
So as
that.
soon as we get that back, then
Okay.
maybe we can get it
Because I think
Thursday.
that's where we're at.
Yeah.
We need the policy and then
Like I
tell
said,
the guy.
I'm sending my cash out with them because
Yeah, that's
you know,
Yeah, so.
because
once
I
we
can't get it
that
back
done,
from
we're ready to go
from
as far as
Diamond
that.
back.
Yeah.
Out there and back, there's just no way.
No, to get on, go there,
Get
run
it.
one tank of gas.
Yeah.
It isn't gonna happen.
Okay, let's put that back on there
Yeah.
for Thursday also, please.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And in the meantime, if you do see anything that I need to change in it, if you'll let me know, but I kind of had,
I'll reread that.
Okay.
You know, I read through that first one, and like you said, it wasn't in there, so
Yeah.
that's why I wanted.
but other
okay.
than that, I think it's pretty much hits on the point. But
Okay. 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 Item L: courthouse renovation and relocation of offices.
I was just gonna let you know, I did talk, or we did have Jerry Goodson from A1 Freeman Moving, which is an Atlas van line service out of
Okay.
Oklahoma City. He was here on Friday. He did go around, take pictures to get a very accurate quote. Should have that quote this week. As soon as we do, I will forward that to you all.
Okay.
Also, just in talking to my sister Lisa at the city, she did ask Dee about whether we would have to put up water deposits or anything like that, and she said we would not.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
she said just to
excellent.
let us know when
Okay.
we're ready to hook up. I just was
Yeah,
thinking about trash
I didn't
and water
even think
and all
about
that.
it.
So.
That's a good move, Cindy.
So-
I forgot all about that
I
kind of
did
stuff.
too. Thank you.
I don't move very often.
Yeah,
No, I don't either.
well, I have. So I've moved. It seems like I've moved more times than I need to. So, well, and her and I were talking on the phone, and I said, "Oh, by the way,
Yeah, I got
you
you.
know." So
All right, that's good to know.
okay.
Excellent.
And she did say, I said, well, there's 3 locations, and she said, no problem.
Okay. Very good. Item N: I wonder if Patty's here. Is Brandon
I don't
here?
know. Let me call him real quick. She thought she was going to come forward a little bit. Hi, is Patty here? Okay, are y'all ready? Okay, the board's ready. Thank you. Okay, bye. Yeah, they'll be right in.
Thank you.
And that contract's Stephen.
He has it already.
He has it, okay, but he hasn't got it back.
Oh,
yet.
you mean, yes. Oh,
Committee.
no, I do have it.
Oh, okay.
I do have it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Okay.
do have that one back.
Okay.
So thank you. Yes, I do have that.
Hi, Patty.
Patty.
Brandon.
Patty.
We'll still want you to sign in, please.
I printed off some.
The one for the
Oh, my
VA.
son.
Here's the
Oh,
one.
my last name is
I think there's copies.
Copies.
I didn't know how many copies to make, so I thought,
Okay.
well, I get copies and then if we
Sorry.
need to sign it,
There you go.
But these should all be signed.
Okay, and these are the ones that she brought that were already signed by them.
By Jonathan.
Oh.
We're gonna have to use these because our DA's signed them.
Okay. Is it okay if I bring them back?
Yeah.
Because that way you have, original copies.
Yes, and we have several copies
Okay.
signed, so we'll get several copies signed,
Okay.
okay? Here's the one,
Yeah.
but I'll go ahead and have them sign this one too.
Do you want the,
I mean, I'll
the
take a
pages-
copy if you don't mind, and
that way that they're not highlighted,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, and this spells out the 50%, 25, and 25. Yeah.
Yes.
And our 25% that we're providing is
Income.
Brandon.
In-kind, yeah.
Brandon's income.
Yeah, what's broken out is just the 32,812. That's what's broken out in the 50. Because it is a reimbursement.
So we complete the steps, and then we get.
Yeah, whenever you complete the first step, then we have to pay them the $16,406, and
Okay.
then I apply, or we apply
For the
through our grant that we got approved for to get reimbursed for that, and
Okay.
then they'll cut us a check and send it back.
Yeah, so we have to have like the check that is
Signed.
cleared. Yeah, and then that goes into FEMA. That goes to FEMA, showing that you paid it, and they can pay you back.
Okay.
That's why we had to set the money aside so that we could pay it and then
Right.
get reimbursed.
And then the 10,937.50, that is in kind and cash. So that's been broken out, like as much as he can do in kind. You know, he's going to try to do as much of that in kind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then whatever's left at the end of the contract, then that would be in cash.
But we're not planning. We didn't put in our budget to come up with any cash. We only came up with our budget to do in kind.
Well, the way the application was, it showed in kind and in cash.
Well, I think we had to do that on the application, but we're going to do it all in kind, right?
We're going to
That's what he's going to do. He's going to try his darndest. So that's why, and that's so we need commissioners, you know, to help with our committees.
No,
that
I
way.
got you.
Yeah,
But I mean, does he get to count all the work prior that he's already been doing? Is that part of the in
we
kind?
count like everyone who comes to the meeting, their time, their travel.
But I mean,
my
like what
time,
you've
my
already
travel.
put in on all this. Does that count?
Technically, no.
Not really. It's from this point forward.
Because the before was for the application. Now he's been
Yeah.
awarded, so now it'll be from.
Yeah, that was for the grant application.
Well, and if he's done
Because you're not allowed to work
anything
on that
between
plan.
the application and the award, I mean, like award now, he can count that. This is, you know what I mean, like so if he's
Right.
done any legwork, like trying to get the committee together, he can use that as in kind.
Okay.
Or you know, trying to get the old plan. There's certain after the award, he can count that as in kind. Yes.
Well, in the meetings you set up for the towns, you
Mm-hmm.
you can count that time.
And the time, the time
and
you
the time
use
for the
to.
people that came to the meeting as well.
Yeah.
And anybody that's on the committee will count as in kind, plus people who are not signers. Because like on your committee, you want signers. That's why we want a commissioner. We want the mayors. We have to have someone from each jurisdiction. So that's even the school district. So a superintendent
Yeah.
would count. And then say you have extra people like your fire departments and your police departments that come.
Yeah.
Those count, and he's going to have his first meeting at the LEPC meeting. So anybody that comes at LEPC meeting also counts as in-kind time.
Okay.
And since this is multi-jurisdiction, that means that this works for the schools and it works for the
Yeah.
so that's
Towns.
town. So that's why they really need to step
Yes.
in and because if they want to be a part of the plan, they need to be at the table, right?
Yes, and this
Yeah,
also
and they all will be.
and
I've
since
already
this
went
is
and
a-
talked to them, had them all signed letters
Okay,
saying that
great.
they were going to participate.
Yes,
so.
the participation letters, and then you have if you have any unincorporated towns, those are also included under the county.
Okay.
So that's also multi-jurisdictional as
they
well.
would be.
Holly, Jefferson,
Mhm.
Renfro.
Yeah.
Yes, those are all included.
And they've already
they don't
all
have
signed participation
Yeah.
letters as well.
Okay,
So
great.
I went and talked to all of them. personally.
So, see, you've already got your clock running.
Yeah.
So I've already went and talked to everybody to get everybody on board. So everyone from every jurisdiction, we already have one person who's agreed and signed off saying that they'll come and
Very
sign
good.
off at the meeting. So that's already all been done. But yeah, it's important that we get this plan finished. That way we can start applying for hazard mitigation grants. So we can do storm sirens and safe rooms
and like
all sorts of stuff.
And in our application, we put 22 months because that's kind of what they want to see it. But we're hoping to get it done in less than a year. Because you have to have so many committee meetings. What I'm finding with other counties is if we can do 2 meetings a month minimum, that we can really try to get this moving along. But you don't want to rush it either, because you don't want to leave something out that's not supposed to be in there. But we also don't want it to be major county where it took over 2 years to have it written.
So how many have got their? I know ours is way expired, but I think everybody's was way expired. So how many have current ones now?
2? Is it 2 Northwest Oklahoma or 3?
I know Noble does. And Major just got theirs, so that's
Major
2 for
just
sure
got
of
theirs,
our NODA counties.
And Garfield County just got theirs.
They did. We didn't work on Garfield counties,
So
but
in Northwest Oklahoma, I think there's only 3
Three.
approved hazard mitigation plans that are current.
but Alfalfa counties just went out in February, so
Yeah.
your guys' I think went out in 2000.
October of
16?
2016.
Yeah, but see, Woods County was like 2012, 2011. So,
Yeah.
and Woods County isn't one of our counties per se, but OEDA's not doing.
OEDA's not.
Not doing hazard mitigation. So we're doing 4 this term. So Blaine
they're
County,
working
Grant
on-
County, Woods County, and Alfalfa County. So
Well, the good thing is you got one document. I'm sure that works for all of them.
we're going to use Major County because they have a new format, and
It's
that's
just
why it
got
took so long with Major Counties because they're only wanting the last 5 to 10 years as an update. They don't want all of that
Pretty
50
is.
years worth of information. So that's why we're hoping it goes a lot
And
faster.
next time they'll want all 50 years. Put
Yeah.
back in.
Yeah, you never know. You never
So
know.
don't dump that file yet.
Yeah, no.
See, our last plan was 260, I think 268 pages long.
And
And
Now they want a very
now they're
short.
wanting them like,
well, major counties was 49 pages long.
see, they're
Yeah.
short.
But see, they're also taking out a whole bunch of, I think they took out 3 different hazards that's not in there because you don't have them. But we're finding that some counties want to.
We didn't used to have earthquakes either.
Exactly.
Right.
But what's crazy is you look at they've been on, documented since 1800s.
Wow,
Isn't that crazy?
is that
Yeah.
right? Since the 1800s?
1890s.
Wow,
they
that's
have
true.
that.
Earthquakes is, something else that we deal
Well, and
with now.
subsidence,
Thank you.
which I didn't know what that was, but
What
that
is
means
that?
subsidence is your whatever subside. However you say the
What
word.
is it?
It is sinkholes.
Oh,
And like out here, like I didn't even think Weatherford is one of my big ones that I talk about. But that one happened right in the middle of their car dealership, like in the office. Desk went down into the ground, So, and landslides. That's one that's not usually an Oklahoma one, but
who's to say?
who's to say some farmer out there hasn't had a landslide
Yeah.
and now it's expansive soil. That's another one that's on there that you don't think about, but. It's definitely one that.
Cindy, do you want us to sign that one? too?
Sure, yes,
Okay.
yes. The more sign, and then that way I can send
Okay.
you and
Yeah, Stephen did sign this, so.
Yeah.
And that's what we were bringing in. We didn't know because he had stamped it if we had to have that one or not. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I said, I think since he stamped it, that's the one they're going to sign, so.
do you guys have any other questions about it?
I seen Jonathan and Jennifer down at the
Yeah.
ACO meeting.
I had strep throat. I was supposed to be there, but
Oh,
well, we're glad you didn't go give it to
yeah. See,
everyone
I'm
else.
finally getting my voice back. So this is not my normal voice still, but
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Well, we look forward to,
Oh, and I
Getting
think
that
Peyton went
done.
with them too to the ACO meeting.
yeah,
He went in my place.
yeah.
Well, and our first meeting that we're going to have, our first planning meeting is going to be the 30th of this month. It's going to be right before our LEPC meeting. We're going to hold it directly prior, like 30 minutes, an hour prior to our LEPC meeting.
So that way the committee members that don't normally go to LEPC meeting won't have to be there, but the LEPC members can be there.
And they talked about having you guys designate one of the commissioners as the
Committee members.
as a committee member for the hazard
Okay.
mitigation
Because
plan.
it's best to have at least one. I mean, it'd be nice if all of you guys wanted to go, but I know that you can't all go. But they need at least one because they would
Yeah.
be the
signer.
county's signer.
Right.
And there's nothing really that needs to be signed until towards the end of the committee member. Because we'll have public hearings and things like that for the public to be able to see to be able to vote on it and if they want to add anything to it.
Okay.
And so that's when the signing and the resolutions and stuff will happen.
It's just they'll have to attend at least 2 of our planning meetings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever
And
the signer is.
yeah, our committee members, they say that FEMA requires at least 2 meetings that they
Yeah.
attend. But obviously, we'd like you to come to as many
Okay.
meetings as you can.
Okay.
I think what
Well-
I did like last time is the ones that were in
In
my
your-
area. I went to Deer Creek and I went to Lamont,
Mm-hmm.
and you went to yours,
And I went to mine,
Jerry
yeah.
Schaefer went to those. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll wait for that. We're going to have an election
Yeah.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
so we'll probably wait till after that
Well,
to
of course.
decide.
Yeah. Well, and you have until the 30th. See?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will have the first. That's why we're having it. Luckily, he's on the meetings on the 30th because that gives me a month to write the rough draft too, and it will be a very rough draft. But
Okay. Okay.
Cindy, you might put that on our agenda for Monday because I think our election gets certified on Friday.
Oh, okay.
So we should know.
Alrighty. Well,
I'd make a motion to approve the hazardous mitigation plan contract between Grant County and NODA.
I'll second.
okay, it's been moved and it's been seconded. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbit,
Aye.
Bye.
Aye.
Okay.
Motion carried. We've approved going forward with that. So
Thank you,
that's
Patty.
good news. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Brandon.
guys.
Yes.
So will you be able to get those signed off on, or?
yeah, and then
Okay.
I'll get him to Brandon.
Is 3 enough?
Oh yeah, that's plenty.
I have 3, 4, 5, whichever.
Yeah.
Probably
If it's
a couple.
okay, I might just like the page that has all that. I will just keep the last page and then make this one without highlights.
That's
if that's
fine.
okay. Or do you want them highlighted?
That'd be fine.
Okay, I just was thinking this that way it's, it's cleaner.
I mean, it's no biggie to us. I mean,
Oh,
we have to
okay.
go through it. It doesn't
The
matter.
highlights don't matter to you. Okay,
Yeah,
then it doesn't
yeah.
matter then.
'Cause
I'll just get Jonathan to sign them and you
Yeah,
guys will
that'd
have
be perfect.
originals.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You bet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, down to item 8, new business. Cindy, do you have any new business?
I do not. I mean, unless, do I need to, what were we saying we were going to talk about?
That can't be new business,
Okay,
though.
okay.
I mean, well, I guess it could be. Was it Friday? But was it
What was it,
Friday?
Friday?
The nationwide, the
Oh.
Fidelity. Was that
American
Friday?
Fidelity.
That you knew
Uh,
about it Friday, or did you know about it Thursday?
No, it was before, so it wouldn't
No,
be new
yeah, you
business.
can't. If you knew about it
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
after, yeah.
I don't
Okay,
have any.
Dean, no.
No.
Not that I know
Cindy,
of,
no.
anyway.
I don't either. Item 9, commissioners' comments.
District 3, I guess, goes first here.
Yep.
Well, we're shaling some road that has been giving us kind of failed. We're putting some new shale on it, and we've gonna tomorrow we have a weather window that we're going to pour a bridge top to on a small bridge that we've repaired. We've also had some culverts fail, and we've replaced those, and we're just continuing our tree removal and road repairs and shaling, and hopefully we'll get some good weather here pretty soon, warmer weather.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Oh, I did go down to Oklahoma City and look at a cat grader that has the levers instead of the joysticks, and it seemed to have kind of a little smaller cab. He said there was another cab coming out, but it was overall just pretty much comparable with any other grader.
All right. Cindy?
All right. Well, we're gearing up again, weather pending. We're gonna probably, Cindy, soon as we figure out opening those bids on Monday, we'll need to find out who we get to, because we were gonna go down there and put that culvert in for them to bring the move in.
Yeah.
But Robert said we ought to wait because they might want to come in a different direction. So anyway, to see where they
gotcha.
want to come in at. So we'll, as soon as we know, I'd like to
We'll
get
get
the
a hold of
I'd like to
them.
get the culvert in and try to get it settled down.
Yeah,
Before
packed.
they before
gotcha.
we get there. So we were going to do that. I had planned on doing that this week, but he suggested we wait. So
Well,
when we get
probably
that
a good
figured-
idea to let them look and see which
where
way
they want to come in.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll move forward with that. And just doing our normal other things. Still got some projects moving forward. I attended the ACO conference, and some of the speakers didn't make it, but we are working forward. Cindy Bird was there and mentioned about the audits on the ones that have the bonds. And she brought up that she never told us that actually those are due 180 days after the end of our closing of our year.
She never said
No,
that to
she
me.
never said that
Yeah.
to me either.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I think we're still on track to get ours done and posted before the end of the year. That's what we need to keep pushing for. Even though I think maybe she's tried to talk to them and tell them that it's going to be pretty difficult to get everybody's done. So anyway, I don't know. Our auditors aren't here today, but let's try to make sure we get it.
shown up now.
They have, okay.
Yeah.
Let's just make sure we push forward and try to get ours done before the end of that time and do that. I also talked to American Fidelity when we were down there about they do some other services besides they do cafeteria stuff. We already have Aflac, and I don't know who all we have. We have our deferred comp with Nationwide.
Liberty National.
Liberty National. We already have a lot of those services. I personally don't want to duplicate services that
Yeah.
they get confused and they end up buying so much insurance they don't get a paycheck, and sometimes that helps. And I know that I think it's either Cimarron County or Texas County. I think it was Texas County. Pretty sure it was Texas County. Where's CJ Rose from?
Beaver.
Beaver. It was either Beaver County or Texas County. American Fidelity made the big deal and went in and said they were going to do all this stuff, and they got a letter this year that said they're just dropping them.
They're just dropping them.
Just not going to do their service anymore. Even they signed all that up and they'd had employees doing stuff, and no, they just dropped them. And I just don't think they didn't call them. They didn't do anything. They got a letter and they just dropped them. So
made me feel like we were out of compliance.
yeah.
If you don't go with us, you're going to be,
Yeah.
it was more of a
Yeah.
definite
So
self-pressure.
yeah, I don't know.
That's what they was like last week
Yeah.
when you.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't mind them coming in and giving you some information on what
Right.
we're supposed to be doing, but
Yeah.
let's don't keep stacking so many different ones
Okay.
that
Yeah.
we have some that our
Yeah.
employees get so confused on what they already have. So
I guess if I may, my question was, I just want to make because
make sure we're in compliance with that section 125.
Yeah. So is OPH&W still want to manage the open
Yes.
enrollment and stuff? See.
Yes, and that was another problem last year that when American Fidelity did that open enrollment, none of those worked, and they ended up having to come in after the fact and hand do all of those. OPH&W did because they didn't match up or something. So I know OPH&W would probably like for us to do that because then they wouldn't have to do it.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
pushing for
Yeah.
that because they don't want to have to manage it, but they have to. That's part of our contract with them.
Well,
Yeah.
And it's not
if
any
I
extra.
I did talk. Or
We already
emailed
pay
with,
them.
Jennifer, I think from OPH&W, and like that resolution that they had sent me, they're trying to get you to go to a single source where you can't buy from anybody else. And and then she said, well, they can't do that. And I said, well, and so I sent her the documentation that he sent to me that blatantly says single source provider.
Yeah, we can't do that.
So she was going up the chain with that to say that they needed to get that cleared up, because they basically said, then you can't deal with anyone else.
No.
Well, they're giving a false sales pitch for one thing.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just on that. This week we're going to finally do my final inspection on my SERB project that was done 2 years ago, because you know how that went, Max. We didn't get any satisfaction on the problems that we had, but so be it. So I've got that tomorrow. I've got a Wheatland financial meeting. I've got a couple of different NACO conference calls this week, and obviously we got our board meeting payroll on Thursday. And ACO has their WOW breakfast, wake up on Wednesday with the legislator on Wednesday morning, and I might try to make that one as well. So that's what I've got going on this week.
Okay, well, you're going to be a busy person. Okay, I went to the conference. Got to talk to some people. Shannon Sheffert was there. He's taken over at OSU at doing our stuff for our employees through OSU. Took Doug Wright, or Mikey Hinkston's place, and very good to visit with him. Talked to several of the vendors and everything, and touched base with them, and it was just a good conference. We're continuing to shale roads and grade like normal. Going to be mowing here pretty quick. And we're getting ready to start spraying roadsides. Outside of that, that's about it.
I might add a couple things to mine. I've got 2 employees going out to Guyman to the MUTCO METCO training for LTAP. That's one of those classes, and then they should be finished with their road scholars. That's the last class they lacked. So that's why we're going clear out to Guyman so they can get it. They don't know when else they were going to have it. And we've got our sprayer out and getting it up and running as well, so we can start spraying before Memorial Day will be here before you realize it. So we can get all of those sprayed before Memorial Day. That's all I got.
Alrighty. Brings us down to item 10, adjournment.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I will second that motion. It's a very good motion.
At
11:20.
11:20. Okay. All in favor?
Hess.
Aye.
Bobbitt.
Aye.
Very good.
All righty. Very good.